So I just got back from the courthouse, and then a subscriber and I went and had a drink, chatted for a while about her life. It's fun. So now I'm back in the office and I could talk about the hearing. Hi, Michael. How are you? You good? So I went to the hearing. Tim Jansen was there. That was in fun. Donna was not in court. She was on Zoom. Or their version of Zoom. I don't know what kind of Zoom it is, but it was on there. It was nice, creative. We had a nice little time. She was kind enough to go down there with me and protect me. Dude, they had a lot of cases today. So today was just normal case management day. So we did that. I got there. She got there earlier. I had a hard time finding parking. Usually at 1:30 in the afternoon, it's fine to park downtown. But they had Tampa General Hospital, had a bus there. Our legislative session starts soon. So all these, I got to watch my hands. All these contractors and events will start coming up. Like realtors have one. It's Great American Realtor Day, they call it. So they do all that stuff. And so a lot of parking was taken up by those people. Nice cars, by the way. And she got there. The subscriber got there. Oh my gosh. That's why I don't wear necklaces. It's knotted. So the subscriber got there, which was super sweet. And she got there before me because she parked in the parking garage. But I don't like parking in the parking garage. I'd rather park on the street. It's not exactly any safer. It's just in and out, which is what I like. So I got there just around 2:00 and I was like, where are you? And they had already opened the door and they had already started the docket sounding. So of the case management. So there were a bunch of attorneys there, couple people that were, going to be on trial soon, but they weren't in shackles or anything like that. Nobody came in that way. It was just sitting behind us, getting there. Most people needed an extension or a continuance for whatever reason. And here walks in Tim Jansen. I'm sitting up front with the media. There's only 2 rows, right? That's it. So I'm sitting up front. Tim Jansen walks in. So he had hearings, like he had case management hearings to work on. And, he turned around. He was very sweet. He's very cordial. Tim is very cordial. Hey, Patty. I was like, hey, Tim. Everett was, he's always in a pretty decent mood. He's always got a giggle in him. And then all of a sudden you hear all this loud noise coming from the computer. It was Donna and she wasn't muted appropriately. It's what we assume. It sounded like her. And they got her muted and then they finished and it was time for Adelson. Josh Zellman had other cases. Josh Zellman is the male attorney, the new attorney for Donna. Jackie Fulford was there. She is the female attorney. Uh-oh, someone's here. Hey, Robin. I'm on YouTube, just so you know. You could? What's that? Paint troughs?
Paint stuff.
Yeah. You're fine. It's so funny. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, so he had other cases that he was trying to get continuances on, and he did that. And Jackie Fulford didn't have any, probably because she runs a funeral home. I don't know how much her caseload is, but we did learn that on April 1st they do have depositions scheduled. There were some objections by the state. Let me get my phone with my notes. You may have already heard this. Hey, Robin, Scott wants to know if you're in the office. Should I tell him yes? Oh, I haven't seen any. So let me get my notes out because I'll forget who was getting a. So they wanted to perpetuate Dr. Clark's, that's the medical examiner. So they're just going to use the same testimony as Charlie Adelson's trial. So that was stipulated. They wanted to stipulate Wendy Adelson, the extraction on her phone. They were going to edit that. There's one edit that the technician wants to do, and then they're going to stipulate to that extraction. We don't know any more than that. That tech will be out of the country, probably on vacay, hopefully for them, in June. Then they talked about the prior investigator that I mentioned this morning, the motion for in camera, which means in chambers. I didn't know it was Latin, but it is. That Everett's going to meet with them himself. That's fine. The discovery, they do not have Corbett's presentation. They wanted to redepose Chris Corbett, who's a sergeant, who did that amazing phone talking and travel with Wendy, where her phone was and where it wasn't, as also Donna's phone in relationship to Whale Harbor, which I looked it up today when I was at the Ale House, and that home is under contract, but we don't know the price. So Whale Harbor is under contract, which is Charlie's, dump, basically, is what it looked like to me. Pat Sanford, they want to redepose, and Robert Adelson. So the state, Sarah Dugan was there for Georgia and herself. The state objected to redeposing. So there has to be more motions in this case. They said that Rashbaum's conflict was deeper than the court even knew. And they only want to speak about it in camera and under seal because of people like us. And then they'll make a decision. So the judge is like, that's fine. The state stood up, Sarah Dugan stood up, and her objection was Chris Corbett's had the same testimony now for 3 trials. Redeposing him is just wasting time, basically. Same with Pat Sanford. And Robert Adelson, I don't think they fully deposed him before, but they objected to that too. So Sarah said his presentation isn't finished, but they have until April 30th. The substance of the presentation is the same, but he may reformat and have different colors, make it easier to read. The defense wanted to extend the deadline for discovery. Everett at this point said, no, he is not extending the deadline. There's 2.5 months in there, and he's not moving the court date. Fulford stood up. What was it with that? And said, he hasn't gotten it to us. Well, he has till April 30th. And it's the same. Sarah Dugan stood up and said, it's the same content. It's just a different presentation format. That's all. Judge Everett asked Sarah Dugan why the delay, even though this is really not a delay, it was 2.5 months. And Dugan said, well, this isn't his only case. He has other cases prior. She said the final result may look better, but substantively all there. The state gave, they were talking about a 24-hour timeline to depose these 3 people, which would be on April 1st. But again, the state is challenging that. Sarah Dugan's challenge, I didn't get the case name that she was using to support her statement, but it was something about co-defendants. And then Josh Selman, Donna's attorney, stood up and said, yes, they're not co-defendants with the same time frame. They weren't arrested at the same time. Whose fault is that? Dugan asked for good cause be shown for those depositions to take place, when 9 out of 10 times it's going to be the exact same thing. Then I thought I heard Jackie Fulford say, well, the defense will drop that motion, but I don't have that complete. It's just what I thought she said. Bye-bye. Thank you. Then she mentioned a motion in limine, which is Robert's. So whenever you hear that, it's about Robert Adelson. Judge, I guess in the last day, said anything about Robert will be under seal. Anything under seal, even if it's released for the other attorneys, will not be released to the public. Sorry about that, Judge. Everett will review the transcripts of these depositions. They're still going after a motion to suppress Robert Adelson. I don't think that's going to win either. The state has retained an expert to talk about a change of venue. They intend to provide the product by the March case management. He's already said he doesn't want to extend. If they were going to bring up change of venue, they probably should have done that in December. But they're using Robert Adelson's unsealed limine, that verbiage for a change of venue because people like me read it. I don't think so. I would be surprised. Again, Everett said there's absolutely, he's really hesitant to change this court date. If he has to, he will. I think he says that just for the trial, like for the transcript. So he's not sounding like he's not going to do it, but I guess he's not going to do it. And then that was it. Short and sweet. The state didn't have any new information to provide. It's really just Josh Zellman and Jackie Fulford, 20 minutes, talking about the conflict was much deeper. Again, this is not like Watergate, people. But who am I? I'm not an attorney or a judge. I just read a lot. So Donna was not in court. We didn't get to see her. I don't know if you saw her, if you watched Court TV or any of the other, I think Roberta Glass simulcast it. I don't know if you saw it, but hey, Deanna. Hi, Zach. You're cold. I'm sorry, Michael. So when I got to the courthouse, it was a packed room because it's tiny. There's only 2 rows of public seating. And the first row was all media, including me. And one of the subscribers came and she was there first. And then I asked her to go have a drink with me. So we did. It was nice. Hi, Barb. Hi, Carol. I am well. Thank you. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Norla. We talked earlier. What was TJ doing at the defense table? He had cases to discuss. It wasn't the only case management hearing today. And there were no seats for him to get up. So that's why he was there. He was sitting at the lawyer's table. I noticed that too. And I thought, well, he'll move, because it's Adelson, but he didn't. He didn't move. And so Jackie Fulford got up and spoke at the podium next to Josh Zellman. There was one to the left, so he was there. Hi, Lolly. Hi, Dream. Any update on the trial? I just gave it. Bye, Norla. Night-night. Yeah, he was at the desk because he had. So I wrote down like all of his cases that he has pending, so I'm going to look them up. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had 6 cases pending. So that's what they had to discuss. He was very nice. He's very trim. He looks good. He looked very handsome today. And very cordial, joked around like with the other attorneys. It was very nice. Donna was on the screen. Pretty much true. All our clients are dead. They didn't bring her over for this because it was 20 minutes. They did last time, but not this time. So that's a judge's call, unless the attorneys want her there. But it was really just not much. There's going to be another hearing on the 26th, so I will work my way to go down there for that. You wanted to see her bandaged up. So did I. I did too. I was emailing me. I know. I emailed you right before. I'm just trying to not talk with my hands. So he and I were discussing this new webcam I have, which is fine. It's a fine webcam. But it does that auto zoom thing. So you're like this and like up my nostrils and back. It's funny. Rebecca was who came. I didn't want to give your name out, but you did. So she said the hearing was dull, except for us. We weren't dull. I'm just kidding. Can't Donna just leave Robert alone? Nope. That was If you didn't watch the early afternoons or early morning, we went this morning, commentary, read the motion from Donna. And that was the other thing. Josh Selman said there's going to be many, many, many more the breadth of motions that the court may have to extend just because of the breadth of motions. Crazy. You have a secret crush on Pat Sanford. It's funny. You don't think it's going to start in June? I do. He's not having any delays. They've had time, and that's what he said. They've had time. I mean, they all agreed to June before. They knew there were going to be conflicts. They knew what this is. It's no offense to any Karen Reed people, but it's all that MO. We're just going to wait, and then we're going to motion to motion and have a motion on the motion. And if we can, we're going to motion the motion, the motion. And then Zellman's like, well, it's just so long. Oh, really? It's so long? What else do you have to do? Like, you're being paid big bucks, dude. Work it out. At this point, they might as well make a stipulation that Donna aided in the murder of Dan Markel. I would say that would be fantabulous. I think Donna and her lawyers will find a way. Well, I don't think he wants to do that. I don't think that's the case at all because they have 2.5 months to start reading. He is not going to change the docket, worry about July 4th again, and move it into August or September. It is not happening. Yes, the defense was trying to move out the discovery deadline because of Chris Corbett's presentation, which there may be different colors, the words might be a different font, but the substance is the same because the testimony is the testimony. He's not changing the testimony for this case. It's the same testimony. On that note, hi, B Rabbit. She's pleased to be catching a line. My notifications can be so unreliable. Mine too. I had to change mine to get a notification on my phone. How come they never talked about, because there's a hearing in February on that. There is a motion in play for her Arthur hearing 226, which I'll go to. They will not get a change of venue because of Robert Adelson. And then they want to suppress his testimony altogether, which I don't think that's going to happen. Change the venue to a federal prison. I mean, where are they going to do it? Lake City? Like, this isn't, I'm telling you, it's an 11-year-old case here. If I walk down, Rebecca, we should have done that. We should have walked around Ale House today and asked anybody in there, does anyone know Robert Adelson, and see if they knew. And that would be my testimony. Howdy, Bilbos. The defense is blowing so much hot air, but that's the way it goes now. That's the MO. We're going to motion. Can we motion to suppress? Can we not motion to suppress? Can we motion in limine the motion to... Come on. Hello, Sally from Australia. I've been following this for a while. What a mess. Feel so sorry for the Markels. Yes, we do. Hey, Arlene, how are you? Hopefully you got my email today from Allison. Yes, I had a Mick Ultra and Rebecca had a white wine. You've been working on my car, a bad tie rod needing replaced. Yeah. Hold on, there's someone at the door. Who comes here at like 5 o'clock? I'll be right back. Hi, I'm on YouTube. Come on in. How's life? How are you feeling?
Tell your sister.
You have to have a seat.
I got a potty.
Okay, go ahead. Friends and subscribers are here. They came in to visit. Let's see. You never know who's going to show up. He's deaf on GLP-1. Tim lost a lot of weight quickly, and he posts food all the time. Yeah, he's some like chef thing. Was bail addressed? No, that's at the next hearing in February. Well, you can't. Yes, you can. So bring them in. I can't. I'm on YouTube. Oh. Donna was really loud on the Zoom. I don't know if you guys heard it. She's a major whiner, but what do you expect? She's used to a country club lifestyle and she doesn't have it. So you've been working on your car, a bad tie rod. Ooh. Can you fix that yourself? You guys didn't get to see Donna in person faking her injuries. I know. You have to watch the hearing again. You were multitasking. It was short and sweet. That famous Sanford strut. Donna's defense attorneys are pissing off Judge Everett. I mean, he's just going to control the situation. That's his job, right? He's a referee. We do think she's grasping at straws, Teresa. I will rewatch over there. Already started and saw Patty was on. Aw, thanks, Lolly. There's a hearing end of February for this. There was no time. Today was just case management day. So every day in the courtroom is a different day. So there's motions days, there's docket sounding days. Every day has a different day. It's a friend of mine and she watches. They brought a baby. Look at you all babysitting. In Florida, you can't move trial before they try to seat a jury. You can't? I didn't know that. My girl over here knows law. Did you know that?
What is it?
They can't move a trial before they try to seat a jury?
I thought they had to.
I don't know.
Why would they try to see it?
Because they're going for, I just spit, sorry. They're going for a change of venue.
They've been doing it.
Yeah, no, but they haven't had a thingy.
I guess to prove the jury
motion.
was tainted, they'd have to try to set a jury before.
I'm looking it up on the fly. Oh, it says in Florida, a change of venue before seating a jury can be requested by the state or defendant if a fair trial is not possible in the current county. When is there a reasonable likelihood of pretrial publicity? When the current venue is not the correct one? When the judge is prejudiced against the defense? And when the jury pool is biased?
Yeah.
You have to file a written motion, which they're going to handle later. Include affidavits from the movant and at least 2 other people, which is why they hired an expert. Include a certificate from the movant's counsel stating that the motion is made in good faith. File the motion at least 10 days before the trial unless there's good cause for a late filing. I just don't see that Robert Adelson's deposition, read by me first, by the way. Shouldn't probably brag with Everett on the line. Is grounds for removal. I swear, we could have gone around, Rebecca, and asked everyone in the alehouse this afternoon who was day drinking and said, do you know who Robert Adelson is? And maybe one person that we knew who was there, but he didn't even recognize us. So it would have said yes. Yeah, it's another hearing for another day. Donna has no problem aligning herself with homeless, addicted inmates that are willing to lie about Katie, but not name them. It is true. Bitching is all she has. Prison is way worse than Leon County. I worked at Leon County Jail, and I will attest to that. But now she's in protective custody, so there's nothing. Hi, Allison. It was just me. Miss Stormer says, Tim Jansen mentioned podcasters. It was only me. I was the podcasters. You've heard prison is better than jail, not Leon County Jail. Leon County Jail is nice. She's been in there this long. She needs to stop and sit tight. I hope she can't go to Lowell, can she? Adelson.
No, because Catherine's there.
Yeah, Catherine's there, so she couldn't go to Lowell. So she'd have to go to
She'll probably try to get Homestead.
Just because it's close to her husband?
Yeah, and he's older.
They have to find suitable jurors first. Well, I just read to you what the rules say. But I'm sure it's much harder because you don't have proof that you can't do it. I mean, with Charlie's, they were able to seat those bad boys in a relatively quick period of time. Hi, Kathy. Or when the defendant is a rich snub murderer. Yeah, well, she won't like that. I mean, traveling back and forth to the venue, she'll have to get up at 3 a.m. They're worried about the cost. What did they say earlier? Oh, sorry, I'm going to laugh again. So I was reading earlier about all the motions. I rarely have an in-person audience. So all the motions about her health, and then her attorneys were like, well, she's going to have to go get rehab. I don't know about you all, but I worked at that jail and I never remember anyone leaving to go to physical rehab ever. It just doesn't happen. The Band-Aid she eventually got, which I think is hilarious. It must have been like 15 hours later. And it's just not happening. And her ears flushed. It's not happening. Change of venue won't help. No, I think it would make it worse for her, to be honest, because someone we're all going. Like, I would drive to wherever the hearing, like wherever the case is held, I'm driving. Tim Jansen agreed she won't get a change of venue. I mean, they have to try. Otherwise, then she'll get ineffective, incompetent counsel again. I think Donna's best chance, that's what I was saying. Like, if she went to like a Panama City, anywhere west of Tallahassee is so much more conservative, and further east of Tallahassee is very conservative, that she wouldn't get anything. She does. So I don't know if you know this, but she wants bail.
Oh, she's been wanting bail.
Right. But the terms of the bail is she would be living with Harvey here in Tallahassee.
Oh, wow.
Which is all around, like, it's all the karma about it, right?
Yeah.
She didn't want to move to Tallahassee. She was going to move her daughter. So funny to me. Jail is bad. Prison is worse. A day with Donna is the worst of all. That sounds like a Hallmark card too. I've asked PPS in town if they knew peeps about the case, but only one person knew. No. Mm-mm.
A lot of people have forgotten about it.
Yeah, it's too old.
Yeah, it's very old. And there's like so many players.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track unless you know, you know. The FAMU bomber trial was moved to the Panhandle 25 years ago. I haven't heard of any others, and it won't be this one. Oh, he's not going to do that. It's fancy fiction hour. On the STS. She needs to get transferred to Austin. Donna used to tell Charlie to essentially deal with it. Take her own advice. She's 75. She's 75. She's cold. She's in protective custody. She can barely walk. She can't lift her arm. All she can do is walk in circles. She's missing art. Oh, he acknowledged me in person, Paula. He acknowledged me in person. Tim Jensen was very cordial and pleasant. How long were we sitting in the courtroom? Like 20 minutes. I parked, walked a half a mile, had the hearing, and walked back to my car with 10 minutes to go. So the whole thing was less than 50 minutes because I only had an hour parking. Hi, Susan B. I always want to say Susan B. Anthony. You can watch it on rewatch. I think Roberta has it. I go in person, so I'm not. I knew it was going to be in 3B. I'm not bringing that equipment in there to try and splice and dice. That media room in courtroom 3B is about the size of my bathroom in this office. I mean, it is. I bet it's smaller. It's like a coat closet. Patty is a maverick. Probably why Tim did. He recognized me in person, though. He doesn't have to mention me on the show. I don't care. Hey, Kazati. Fancy lady needs out so she can get a ball. I worked in that jail for a couple of years. There is no way they are transporting her to rehab. Like there was medical instance, and she had an appointment with the physician assistant, and that physician assistant told her she had to make another appointment. I mean, she's right there, and he wouldn't handle it. He's like, no. I should have been a jail doctor. I swear to God. Bye, Georgia Peach. I hope you're well. Oh, yeah, her blonde hair is good gone. Give Donna 2 spoons so she can make moonshine hooch. Oh, that's funny. Harvey has fond memories of Tallahassee. I didn't leave it out, Julia. I didn't know. So I was reading the court rules. Rule 3.240, change of venue. The state or defendant may move on the ground that a fair or impartial trial cannot be had, whether the case is pending. But it makes sense that you kind of have to prove your cause before you can do it. Thank you, Teresa. I love you too. Avalea Keogh. Where are you from? With Miss Keogh. That's my grandmother's maiden name. Keogh. All her quasi-medical complaints seem of no importance. Oh no, she needed a band. I'm not kidding you. The whole 3 pages of this motion, Elle, was her needing a Band-Aid because she bumped her arm in a washing machine in the bathrooms. And then, earmuffs, child, close your ears. Someone tried to be sexually provocative with her, like a large woman. Stop it, Patty. Yeah.
Are you still on there?
A large inmate, by taking their hand and going from the nape of their neck across down to the buttock. And then she screamed and it scared them. So then their complaint, I'm not even kidding you. Sorry, this is so funny to me. It's not funny. The complaint was there's no cameras or guards watching them shower there because the civil rights problems would be massive. You can't. Harvey is furiously writing to the judge to beg he doesn't have to live with her. So she's talking about she only got 2 hours of sleep a night, sometimes less, because she just lays there in the dark. Now she's in protective custody, so that should have been rectified. She's in solitary now, so. She's going to be so miserable. Patty always says how it is. Harvey's calling the governor. Yeah, he is not taking her call. Rombo says, following way too many trials. Complaining helps the pain. My mother used to say that that's not true. Harvey's got new shoes. It looks like he had new Brooks when he went to South Dakota. Kudos to Florida for allowing cameras. Isn't it amazing? She should have thought of that before she had a wonderful man, Red Rum. Yeah. Remember that from Red Rum. That's true. I didn't know if you wanted to be recognized. It's no big deal. Was the toilet paper the fancy? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait. She had to use toilet paper for the cut on her arm. And no lie, I nicked my nose today. I was bleeding like a sieve, like the blood, right there on your skin. I had to use toilet paper. It worked. I'm not putting a Band-Aid on my nose. Anyway, it's funny. Donna, no special treatment. No, she is really going to be in. I feel sorry for whatever jail she goes to, prison. Are they going to be able to control that?
What?
Are they going to be able to control her at whatever prison she ends up?
Control her how?
Like all this crap. I need a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
They will.
But it's not going to be like an urgency.
It wasn't an urgency today. Donna getting hit on in the shower is gold. It was so funny. It was so funny. And the large inmate was aggressive with her because they saw her stash of food. And so the large inmate, this is how they're described. The large inmate told her that she better get her some food too. And apparently Harvey has been ordering these packages for this large inmate to the total of $1,150. Now, wait a second. That happened in October. The original trial is November. So they all knew this in October. Why didn't you take it? You had a case management hearing in December. Why didn't you handle it then? Why didn't you ask for a motion then? You can't go back. You can't go wazy backsies. Like, can you go back 6 months on that shit? Yeah, no lazy backsies. You can't do that. That's what Judge Everett should say. That's what my kids would do. They did this in 2001. I'm like, you can't go lazy backsies. We're only dealing with today. A large inmate. So I'm assuming it had to be a woman. So funny. Can I see the baby? Yeah, why do they have to go all like body shaming fat inmates? Okay, I have to hold a baby while I'm doing this. Is it gonna be okay? Oh my God. Look at those lips. Look how beautiful you are. Oh my goodness. Oh my, you're not even like shy. Look, say hi. Say, oh, there's a belly. You got a belly. Can I babysit?
Sure.
Oh, you just go to any stranger, won't you? Okay, we'll just sit here and have a show. This will be your show. Oh my God. Oh, baby breath. Baby breath. I never get to hold babies. Can I hold a baby? You're so cute. Oh my goodness. You all talk amongst yourselves now. What trial? What trial? I know I said cover the baby's ears. I always say like, earmuffs. It is a beautiful baby. We could ruin your life and get you an agent. Your hair looks like a Cabbage Patch doll. Doesn't it? It's absolutely perfect. Look at that perfect round head. Oh my God, you have normal earlobes too. It's so cute. Those eyes are amazing. I have a young lady that you might be interested in about 20 years. Yes. Her name is Sage. The skin, the nose, the lips. You need an agent. Look at that.
He's so nosy.
This is a boy. Look how beautiful he is.
He's really nosy.
He's nosy.
Yeah.
Look at that perfect face. How old is he? 5 months?
Next week.
Okay, you all just go ahead wherever you were going to go. Just leave me some diapers. Oh, it's a good boy. You a good boy? Look how he is so beautiful. You should cuddle babies in the next year. They always need help. Oh, no, they don't. They don't. They always have a list. I've tried. I say, I'll go hold the babies. I can't wait till our new church opens and they have a baby room. I'm going to spoil the babies. I would steal your food. I love the peaches. Do you like baby food?
He loves it.
Does he? Oh, it's so good boy. Look at that. Not a peep. Okay, you just talk amongst yourself. Don't subject the baby. Oh, it's so always huggy. Oh.
Oh.
Well, I'll believe Harvey didn't know anything about Donna. Oh my goodness, those lips. He is gorgeous. That's it. I'm gonna have to tell his mama. I would. Oh, how often do you babysit? I know his mama too, and I'm just gonna have to talk to her. We're gonna have to hire Tim Jansen for kidnapping.
Oh, goodness.
No, there was a kidnapping case. Oh, I didn't get the name, but somebody was up for kidnapping at this case management, but I didn't get the inmate's name. They had multiple charges in McCullough too. That's what was killing me. Rebecca and I said it. There were a lot of those hearings from today on the case management that they had multiple charges in multiple locations. And they're trying to get them all pled out. Yeah, if you don't like this, I can't help you. He is a tiny human. You have to like this. I like it. Oh, Lorraine, I know. You all are jealous. You have to be. You're too pretty. Look at you. Look at this is his debut. I found him when you become a model because we could ruin your life tomorrow. Drool. I don't mind baby drool though. You guys should smell his breath. Oh, the sweetest breath. Look at the back of his head. I would just take you wherever and I would be like, look, do you want to talk? Do you want to talk? No? I don't have anything for you to gnaw on.
You don't need nothing.
You want to, I know. You just want to squeeze him. I can't believe you're letting me hold you this long.
How long is your live?
Is when I end it. I went to the Donna Adelson hearing.
Mom said you want to go to dinner?
I ate on my way over here, but I can go. Just wait a second. We'll talk. There you go.
Finish your life.
Look, wait, I got to turn this around. Look at that.
You can finish your life.
If this doesn't increase my views, nothing will. What a special treat. Oh my God, this breath is as precious as puppy. I know. I never get to have a baby.
You don't like
My son's going to have a baby in, when are they having it? June. Oh, shut up. I just realized something.
what? You better be a crowd.
The trial starts the day she's due.
Oh, it's in
I
June.
just realized that.
It's in June. Mom?
Alex says,
Yeah.
I just realized that.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I wasn't invited. I mean, they'll be in Ohio when she delivers, so probably after that. Well, not. I mean, if she wants me there, I'd be there, but it's different with the daughter, in case you all don't know. A pacifier might help you as well. Oh, so I just realized my son and his wife are due June 3rd, and that's the day the trial starts. But I wasn't going to go to the jury selection anyway. So I wasn't, because I knew my face can't calm down.
Right, you didn't go last time.
No, I mean, I didn't go last time because I wasn't aware about it. I didn't know people could just go watch a jury selection. And then if you have a media pass, which I have, then you could go back in the jury room and watch. And if I'd have been back in the jury room when Mayor Daley said to Charlie's face, right to his face, I think you're guilty, there would have been a mistrial. Like, I would have lost mine. I couldn't barely handle it when I read it on the transcript. I couldn't believe it. So, oh no, she can laugh. So anyway, I'll have to figure that out. I love the binky. Drop a link. I'll have to. Where'd you get it?
Oh, I don't know, my sister.
Now I'll get a collaboration for pacifiers.
There's like a lot of
Oh, look at him. He's gonna go to sleep on me.
Yay.
He's gonna go to sleep on me. Look.
Yay. he needs to sleep. He's been up.
Oh,
I think he's only till the
stop it.
we went to a job.
Oh my God. Oh. Mm. If the baby is 2 weeks late, you won't miss anything. I know. Well, I don't want to wish that on her. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to go because I'm going to enjoy this. I know. I know. Oh my God. I'm going to go take care of this and just sit and enjoy the smell. He knows a good mama. Thank you, Lolly. Well, have a good evening. I'll probably come on tomorrow. I don't have much to do. And maybe we'll watch some of that rose petal murder. Maybe I'll have a baby. Maybe I won't. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye.